Hello everyone that are watching this video. I hope that all of you are having a great day today. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Rafael Raditya Putra. My student number is 24020154034. I am from class 2024D. And today I am accompanied by my friend and partner Rasq.
Hello everyone, my name is Muhamad Widodo. My student number is 24020154032 and I'm from 2024D. Today, me and Rafael are going to talk about a poster that we made. It's called Pragmatics. See you there.
Hello, Ma'am Dian and everyone. Today, me and my partner Rasq will be talking about our poster, which explores pragmatic in a fascinating branch of linguistics. At first glance, it might seem like an academic term, but in truth, pragmatic is something that we all use every single day without even realizing it. Whether you are texting a friend, or speaking to a teacher, or watching a movie. You're engaging in pragmatics because it is all about how we use language in the real life situations. So let's break it down. The first one is, what is pragmatics? The most important questions. Pragmatic is the study of how language is used in a context. In other words, how people understand and produce meaning based on the situation therein, it goes beyond the literal definition of words. Let's think about the sentence. The first, can you open the window? Now, literally, this is a question about ability. Like, are you physically able to open it? But in everyday conversation, we understand that it is actually a polite way of saying, please open the window. That's a pragmatic uh, interpretation. So, pragmatic help us figure out what someone or something really means, and we do all this all the time by interpreting tone, facial expression, body language, and even what's not said. The second one is example. Let's look at a few more examples to make this clear. The first one is, can you open the window? As we said, it is a polite request. The second one is, some student passed the test. This might imply that others didn't, even though try not directly stated. The third one is you should really try that. Depending on the speaker's tone, this could be a genuine suggestion or it might be a sarcastic words. These examples show that pragmatic is about reading between the lines. If the reason why the same sentence can be feel helpful, rude, funny, or even threatening, depending on how and when it is said. The third subject is one of the important aspects of pragmatics. The first one is context dependence. This is the best of pragmatics. The meaning of what we say depends on what we are, who we're talking to, and what's going on. For example, the phrase, I'm sorry, can be meant as an apology, an expression of sympathy, or even polite way to interrupt. It is depend in a certain context. The second one is speech arts. These are things we do with words like making a promise, apologizing, requesting, or a warning. For example, I'll call you tomorrow. It isn't just some information, it's a promise. That's a speech art act. The third one is politeness strategies. We often change the way we speak to sound more polite or indirect. Saying, could you maybe pass the salt? It is softer than saying, give me the salt. These strategies help us maintain respect and avoid conflict with other people. The fourth one is presupposition. This means that a speaker assumes certain information is already known. If I say, John stopped smoking, I'm assuming you already know how he used to smoke. That's not stated directly, but it is implied. The last one is interference and shared knowledge. When we talk, we don't explain everything. We rely on what the listener already knows. For example, if I say he's late again, and we both don't know what I'm talking about, Tom. That's a shared knowledge. Without it, the sentence wouldn't even make sense. The continuous subject for the poster will be continued by my partner, Rasky.
All right. Before that, Rafael, thank you for giving me a chance. So let's continue. SDG for quality educations. Now, you might wonder, what does this have to do with the Sustainable Development Goals, or as I mentioned earlier, SDGs? Well, pragmatics is closely tied to SDG 4, means quality educations. In learning language, it's not enough for students to just know grammar or vocabulary. They also need to understand how to use language appropriately in different situations. And that's where pragmatics comes in. So, for examples, a student learning English might know how to form a question, but they might not know how to politely request something in a classroom or at work. Teaching pragmatics here helps learners become effective communicators, especially in global or intercultural settings. Now let's take a look at the relevant studies here. So this field is supported by interesting research that shows how important pragmatics in real communications. The first one here is by Shakran Nagar, and here's from 2023, I'm sorry, look at how laughter, specifically the sound HHH, or we can just say ha ha ha, can express many different things, like contempt or interpretations. Even a simple laugh can carry meaning depending on the context. And another study from in 2023 by Lee did a study on Australian studies learning Chinese. She found that over time, their ability to use polite and appropriate requests improved. This shows how pragmatic competence can develop with learning and exposure. Last but not least, we also put the citations here, as I guess as everyone can see. So in summary, pragmatics is all about understanding language in context, not just what people say, but what they really mean. It's essential for communications, teaching, and even technology like AI and chatbots. So by learning pragmatics, we are not just learning language, we're learning how to connect with people. Thank you very much. That's all from me, Muhammad Rasq, and Rafael Raditya. Thank you for paying attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.